Hello, would you believe me if I say this is a computer? See, it has got some output ports and some input ports. I will now demonstrate how I will use this as a computer. So now we'll start by describing the ports. This one is the power supply adapter. You see USB-C, and these are two micro HDMI outputs which can be connected to monitors or TV, and this is a analog audio output. Then you have got two USB 2.0 and two USB 3.0 and an Ethernet port available. There is Wi-Fi inside. So I will start with plugging the micro HDMI. So I got this micro HDMI cable with my HDMI at the other end, and I have added a HDMI to VGA, which can be used for a VGA monitor. So I'll start with it. I'll just plug it into one of these HDMI ports. Then I got the audio. I have got the analog audio pin plug, which I am going to put it into the audio port. Then I have got two USB connectors, one from a keyboard and one from a mouse, which I am going to connect it in this ports. So now I have got this thing. So I have a mouse and a keyboard connected to this computer, and finally I got a Ethernet cable which I will connect it to this. Now it's all set. All we have to do is now we have to connect its power supply. So this is its dedicated power supply. It's a 5 volt 5 amp power supply. Now I am going to connect the USB-C power cord into the power supply port. Now this system is ready for working, and I turn on the power supply. So you see the lights flashing. So I have connected the VGA monitor input to the HDMI to VGA converter. Now I turn it on.
The four raspberry fruits that you see on the top right corner of the screen indicate that the computer is booting. So now we see the desktop of Vaaman Photo-F tiny computer. Now what you see in the this is the Raspbian operating system, spelled RASPBIAN. Raspbian. Raspbian is a version of the Debian operating system again, which is a distribution from the Linux family. So this is the operating system of Vaaman 42F, and you will find that this is quite user friendly, just like your Windows XP or anything. It is more friendly than the Windows 10. In fact, you see the menu bar on the top, you can customize this. So this raspberry icon is your start button. So when you click on this, you will come to a drop down menu where you will find different menu headings: programming, educational, office, then internet, then sound and video, then graphics, then games, then accessories, then you have got a help, then you have got preferences, you have got a run command, and then finally you have the shutdown menu. So in programming we have got a lot of tools for students and anyone who wants to learn programming. You have got a Java IDE, you have got Python IDE, and you have got you can learn microprocessor programming. So it's a this Python editor for programmers. Again you have got Node RED. Then you have got Scratch which is used for Arduino. Then you have got Sonic Pi. It's a light Pi editor. Then you have got Thorny Pi. This is another Pi editor. You have got Wolfram, which is a equivalent of MATLAB. So you have got Mathematica, where you can do you can learn mathematics. Okay, so this programming menu is a really boon for students. Then you have got education, where you have got a few games and some programming. So you can. So this is a robot class. This is a robot training software. This eToy is for children to learn some. So this is for children, and then this ColorBot is also for children. Then Smart Sim is a tool for programmers and for using simulation. Then you have got Office. In Office you have got GNU Cache, which is a finance management tool. Then you have got LibreOffice Base, which is the database. And then you have got LibreOffice Calc, which is a spreadsheet equivalent to Microsoft Office. Then you have got LibreOffice Draw, which is a drawing command. It is a drawing tool where you can draw graphics. You can draw and create graphics, simple 2D graphics. Then you have got LibreOffice Impress, which is a presentation tool where you can build PowerPoint presentations. Then you have got LibreOffice Math, which is a mathematics and science formula editor. Then you have got LibreOffice Writer, which is a document writer. So in the internet menu, you have got Chromium browser from Google. You have got Mail, which is a mail client like Thunderbird. Then you have got Virtual Network Computer Viewer. So you can use this for your. Then in sound and video you have got Audacity. Audacity is a audio editing tool. You can edit audio files. And then you have got Cheese, which is a webcam tool. Then you have got OpenShot video editor, which is a non-linear video editor, which will be very useful to you if you are going to create video for your YouTube channels. It will give a professional touch to your video creations. You have got a very simple screen recorder, which is a very good and very professional recording tool. In fact, I am using this simple screen recorder for recording this session. Then you have got finally you have got a VLC media player to play your media files. Then in the graphics menu you have got Image Magic, which is a simple image editor. Then you got a image viewer, just like you have a image viewer in Microsoft Windows. You have got window Inkscape, where you can create and edit scalable vector graphics. Then you have got games, and in games I have stacked more than 50 different games. Most of the games you wouldn't have played before. All games are exciting and new. So go ahead, try this. In the accessory menu, you have got archiver, where you can create zip folders, zip of files you want to export. Then you have got a calculator. You have got a file manager, where you can access all files within your system. You have got a PDF viewer to view documents. You have got a QJoy pad. See, you can install a gamepad with this with Vaaman, and you can configure your gamepad using this QJoy pad. Then you have got a SD copier, with which you can copy cards. You can make a copy of this Raspbian SD card. Then you have got a task manager. Task manager is like you can use it for managing your and running your task. This is for managing the task within the software, within the Raspbian operating system. Then you have got the terminal, where you can run terminal commands. And then you have got a basic text editor, just like a notepad in Windows. You have got a help menu, where you have got a dedicated help submenus. You have got the Debian reference. So as I mentioned in the intro, this Raspbian operating system is a distribution of the Debian family. So you can find everything that is in that holds good for Debian, holds good for the Raspbian also. So you can get started knowing about the Debian structure, the Debian commands, other things. Get started. So you can know how to work with Raspbian if you want to. Then you have got a general help, which will help you when you want to know, when you have some problems with the when you want to know how to solve, how to do certain tasks. This help could be of good value. Then you have got Raspberry projects. So these are projects that are built using the Raspberry Pi, and Vaaman is based on this Raspberry Pi. Then you have got MacPi. MacPi is a magazine dedicated to Pi, Raspberry Pi. So you will find lot of projects here. So if you have students, if you are students, and if you are interested in creating projects using Raspberry Pi, these two places are one of the finest places to look for some projects. Then you have got a preference menu, where you can add and remove software. You have got an appearance settings, where you can set the appearance. So I can change the, see, supposing you want the menu bar to be at the bottom, you can just go to the appearance settings. You can go to the menu bar and click bottom, and you will find the menu bar at the bottom, but I prefer it on the top, so I maintain it on the top. Then you can say, you can go to the system, you can find out what you can change the font if you want. Then you can set the default for large screens, for medium screens, and for small screens. So this is, you can set the resolution for different screens, right? So I can close this now. So that way, so I come back to the preferences. So then you have got your keyboard and mouse menu, where you can set the input conditions for your keyboard and mouse. Then you have got main menu editor. So this is your main menu editor. So you can decide what main menus you want to have. You can add new menu if you want. So you can add new menu if you want. You can add, so there are menu available here. You can, suppose I want to add this other menu, other to the application, I will add this. So we have this, and in other, okay. So you can add menu if you want. So that way you can. So this is your main menu, and you have all this. Then finally, if you want to if you want to do something with the Raspberry configuration, you can go here. But be aware, changing the Raspberry configuration without knowing Raspberry Pi functionalities and basics can destroy the operating system and can even damage the cores of the board, rendering it useless. So it's not recommended for people if you are not at ease with the Raspberry Pi fundamentals. Then these are the recommended softwares. So softwares that work well with Raspberry Pi, that are documented, that are tested and documented. Then you can set the screen configuration. So you can set the screen configuration here. So this is your screen configuration. Okay, so this is your screen. So these are your basic. This is how your Raspbian operating system will look, and this is the look and feel of your desktop. So happy viewing, happy using Vaaman 42F or Vaaman 42F. So that's it. Thank you, guys.